Censure is not going far enough. If it were up to me, we would expel Ilhan Omar and deport her out of the United States. Her comments are outrageous. She's acting as a foreign agent within our very government. Censuring Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Whereas elected members of Congress take an oath to bear true faith and allegiance to the United States without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Representative Omar gave remarks at an event in Minneapolis in which she made treasonous statements. Representative Omar has revealed herself to be a foreign agent acting on behalf of a foreign government.
While Marjorie Taylor Greene's blatantly racist attack on Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar is disgusting and disturbing, it's hardly unexpected coming from someone like Marge.
John Brennan converted to Islam, the same religion that has...
The rumor is that he...
The rumor.
When he was station chief in Saudi Arabia.
Right. That's pretty interesting, as we're a country that they declared jihad on us on 9/11. I'm going to stand up for white males here. The most mistreated group of people in the United States today are white males. They are blamed for everything. They're the scapegoat. Everything bad in America is because of white men. That's what you're told. That's what the media wants to tell you. That's what the Democrats want to tell you. They want to blame everything on white men. There are some rotten people to the core of every single color and every single race. But it doesn't mean that every single one of them are bad, because you want to know what? The majority of white men in this country are good people, and they do good things every single day.
Marge clearly understands the principles of racism and discrimination, but somehow conveniently forgets to apply those principles to any other group besides, guess who? White people.
This is the lie the Democrats want black people to believe so they can keep the black vote. That's what all of this is about. They want black people to believe that white people are racist and Republicans are racist and President Trump is a racist so they can keep the black vote. If anything, they're trying to keep the black people in a modern day form of slavery. It's a slavery system to keep their vote. It's all about control. I don't think you remove or erase history. So I do agree those statues shouldn't be taken down. They're part of our history. We should learn from our history. We don't erase it. But that doesn't make me a racist because I say leave the statue up there. If I were black people today and I walked by one of those statues, I would be so proud because I'd say, look how far I have come in this country. Look how far my people what they have overcome. And these are good things. I gotta tell you, anybody's unemployment has to do with bad choices and personal responsibility. And again, that does not have a skin color. I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than black people I know.
The real motivation and her slamming Omar has nothing to do with treason or loyalty to America. It has everything to do with the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a racist, a bigot, and xenophobic, and a whole bunch of other nasty things. And she does not like individuals who hold the government accountable, who stand up against the government and ask and demand for better when they're not holding up the end of their bargain. And especially given the fact that Omar's speech was translated incorrectly. My answer was the U.S. government will do what we tell the U.S. government to do. We as Somalis should have that confidence in ourselves. We live in this country. We pay taxes in this country. It's a country where one of your own sits in Congress. As long as I'm in Congress, no one will take Somali's seat, and the United States will not support other people to rob us. Rest assured, Minnesotans. The woman you sent to Congress is aware of you and has the same interests as you. But what people trying to say she said was that the U.S. government is only going to do what Somalians in the U.S. tell them to do. They will do what we want and nothing else. They must follow our orders, and this is how we will safeguard the interests of Somalia. Together, we will protect the interests of Somalia. So you see there, that is what they wanted you to believe, Representative Omar said, but it's not. Greene's racism towards Representative Omar doesn't end at her being a Muslim woman serving in Congress either.
We are being invaded daily by thousands and thousands of people. We don't even know who they are, from over 170 countries from around the world. These are terrorists. These are criminals. They're people that pour out of jails and mental hospitals in foreign countries. They're people here coming to compete with Americans for jobs. They are people bringing in diseases, all kinds of diseases.
While you live in denial and sit over there with this attitude that you're doing everything right, you are killing Americans with your policies. And that is a fact. Your policies are killing people. Secretary Mayorkas' actions and decisions clearly meet the standard necessary for initiating impeachment proceedings. This historical evidence is overwhelming that the founding fathers intended impeachment to be used to deal with the commission of indictable crimes and the abuse of power, corruption, and injury to the nation caused by public officials, among others. Secretary Mayorkas must be impeached for his failure to uphold his oath of office and for willfully breaking federal immigration laws.
The whole bogus frenzy at the southern border is designed to rile up the Republican voter base and get them prepared for the election this year so they can have all the animosity, all the anger towards immigrants coming into this country, whether they're doing so in a legal manner or legally. Race is really used as a weapon for both sides of the political aisle, because we know how Republicans use it, but Democrats also. It's like they dangle this carrot in front of you and say, well, you don't want Trump backing off, right? Because we saw what happened. So if you vote for us and give it this carrot, then you want to deal with that. But that doesn't include, or that doesn't highlight how, in some cases, Democrats have really failed marginalized communities. Not in all aspects, but in some areas, they have not upheld their responsibility. They have not upheld their end of the bargain, what they were supposed to do in the deal. They promise all these things. They say, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Here are these different plans, legislation. And for whatever reason, sometimes it's out of control, but sometimes it is. It doesn't happen. So then the marginalized people, like Black people and others, they get screwed. And it's the same cycle over and over again. It's like, yeah, vote for us, Black people, vote for us, Black women, Black men. You don't want Trump back in office? Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, of course we don't. But what are you going to do to improve the quality of our life? Because right now, we're not seeing that. Not in the manner that satisfies us. So there's a lot of performative, actions on both sides of the aisle, the political aisle, and a lot of empty words, empty messages, empty promises. That's for sure. And that's one of the staples, unfortunately, of our political system here in the United States.